so I was just going to kind of do it. Last week, we were told to remember two things. Remember the starfish and remember the heartbeat sing. And I thought it was extremely important because we are not just a bunch of people, we're a church. And I think it's more important than anything right now to remember that we are all one being in this. So I was going to kind of keep that alive and do those things, and well, now I have this, so even easier. I was just kind of like put my head to someone's chest, but it's a little weird. So I'm going to do that. I also brought something of my own. I kind of interpreted the starfish story in my own way. Has everybody heard the starfish story, or do I need to reiterate it? Reiterate? Okay. Actually, which is kind of interesting, I was looking up the story because I couldn't necessarily remember it 100%. I had the gist, but like I was thinking maybe I should just look it up and find it myself. Interesting thing is that there's two main people in this story, and I read a bunch of versions of it, and it seems that the sexes and the ages of these people change story to story, which struck me as really something, because a lot of stories that are decently known, you keep the same characters, but I realized that in this it doesn't really matter, because it could be anybody at any time. It could be old, young, man, woman. You could be anywhere in any stage of your life, and this would still apply to you. So, I don't know, I think that kind of shows through in the different tellings of the story, but I'm going to kind of just pick them as I go along. So, the basic story is that there is a person on the beach. We're going to say that it's a younger woman. And she's on the beach, and she's like picking things up and tossing them in the ocean, and there's this older guy running down the beach doing his thing, and he notices this woman, and he stops, and he looks, and she's like picking up these starfish that are just strewn everywhere across the beach, just everywhere, like miles down. Like he's been noticing them, he's not really paying attention. I mean, he's doing his thing, he's living his life. So he stops and he says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Well, there was this big storm last night and the tide's going out, and if I don't throw these starfish back in, they're going to die. And they're just going to fake out here." And he says, "Well, I mean, there's millions of starfish. You're not really going to make a difference because you're not going to get them." She looks around. I mean, she really is surrounded with starfish. She picks one up right next to her, chucks it back into the ocean, makes a big plunk. She goes, "Well, made a difference to that one, didn't it?" So, kind of runs a little distance, and he sees these starfish, and he says, picks one up and throws it in the ocean. It's a little better. So, he keeps doing it, and people over the day walk down the beach, and they notice this, and they're like, "Look, there's a lot of starfish," and they're just picking up and they throw them in the ocean, and by the end of the day, there's hundreds of people on this beach throwing starfish in the ocean. I mean, I don't know personally if they got them all, but I feel like they might have, and that's that story. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I did this. Mike, no. Before the show started, I went around to most of you, some of you came in really late, but you're still here, and that's all that matters. And I made every one of you draw me a starfish. And you know what? Imagine the starfish in that story is you. Wouldn't you want someone to throw you back in the ocean? Wouldn't you want someone to help you out? Does it really matter who it is? Thousands of starfish. One of them is you. Maybe you should help out your fellow starfish. Because each one of these is unique and special. You need to remember that. You need to remember how important you are to not only you, but to everybody else. I think that's what we really need to remember in this church. No matter what fucking fucked up insectoid freak decides otherwise. Okay? Just putting that out there. If you want to come look at the starfish, I highly encourage you to later. I can even pass them around, like mix them up and pass them around. Like, I want you guys to see what each other has done because each one is really actually very, very unique.
Pass them around.
Yeah. I will after I'm done.
Okay. Sorry.
Now I'm going to do what most of you have seen before. I'm going to do the heartbeat synchronization.
Okay.
Woo! Is there a volunteer that I can pull up? Me! Really want to do it?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, do it.
I hope this isn't like sacrilege, but I'm going to put this on.
I think he probably sent that to you for that reason.
It's really big. It's really big. I feel like, yeah. Okay, so you guys generally know how this works. I'm going to listen to a heartbeat. And when I give you a signal, you're going to make noise to go with it, and we're all going to synchronize. Got it?
Yep.
Everybody got it? Okay. Hold this to your heart. Harder than it looks.
Yeah.
So you guys look at
Heart's like a party on one side. Shut up, Tom.
I don't see y'all doing it. Okay, keep going. Recognize that you all are now synchronized to the heartbeat. Whenever you feel alone, know that everyone has a heart that's beating just like yours. We will always be here to help you. It's our natural weakness. Okay? Okay, now who seriously wants to be starfish? I'm gonna pass little stacks around. And I know, like, you might not recognize it, but I drew one for Logan and the fodder. I did not yet know that Deacon Weston was missing. But keep them in your hearts. That's it for me.
Ashley, everybody, give her a round of applause. Conga is back. Conga is back. That is a beautiful thing. Ashley, that starfish story just broke my heart. It's beautiful. It actually repaired my heart. I should have said it that way. The thing that I liked about your story the most, is that the guy grabs one starfish out of an impossible number of starfish. You can't save them all, and he says, well, I saved this one. You know, that's a beautiful thing. You can't do it. You can't fix every problem in the world, but man, if you could just fix one or two, then we're doing the work of good, are we not? Are we not? So let's fix them one at a time. And Conga is back with us, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of interesting things have occurred in the break, and we're going to do them. The first thing is, I want the Reverend Angel Dust to be able to make his painting. And I don't want him to go to Walmart and buy the cheap shit. I want him to go to a local store and buy the good stuff. Okay? So, Reverend Angel Dust, are you here?
Central Florida Office Plus.
we are going to go to Gene's recommended Central Florida Office Plus, and we are going to buy the more expensive, high-quality canvas that was not made with Asian, Chinese children labor. So please, Central Florida Office Plus. Yes, they did. Do you know something different that we don't know? You're welcome to take the stage and do a dissertation or a research project. So we are going to pass the helmet. And ladies and gentlemen, all this money is going to the Reverend Angel Duss Art Project. You don't have to give a lot. If you have a quarter or a gumball, we'll take it.
No buckets.
We want it. We're only trying to get to like $5. It's not an impossible ordeal for a church with 80 or 90 members strong. You know how many people the Dove Outreach Center has? They have less members than our church. And may I say, which I neglected to say in the meeting, that Father O'Brien, who is still missing, and thank God Conga is back and that his brother is here, but Father O'Brien, you were here. Every single meeting of this church, he burned in effigy pure evil. He burned a picture of Terry Jones, the Reverend from the Dove Outreach Center. He burned them. And then he said, and now I will burn another piece of evil, and it turned out to be another picture of Terry Jones. Every single week he did that for 6 weeks, and guess what happened? It hasn't happened in almost a decade. Did you read it in the paper today? What paper? The fucking independent Florida Alligator that the Dove Outreach Church is leaving Gainesville and moving away to Tampa. That is the power of Father O'Brien and the Tabernacle of Heathenism.
Father O'Brien.
Maybe he'll leave.
You're just jealous because they're more absurd theater than you.
That is the power of the Tabernacle of Heathenism. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing we're going to do, and this comes directly from Jenarchy, our newest member of the Secret Council of Society Deacons.
Give him hell, Jen.
One-handed.
We want to feed the people. We are tired of being the richest country in the world and having people who are starving on our streets. And so we will symbolically think about that as we feed the people tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Jen, would you like to come up here and announce this? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the bar. Jen, go.
So this time Sol brought in some soup that he made for his grandmother. He said, I only have this one bowl of soup, but I want to share it with everyone. And so we poured it into as many tiny glasses as we could find. If you guys want to pass them around or share them, it's lamb soup. Or stone soup if you want.
Wow, awesome.
All right.
Amazing. And this is the power. This is what we're talking about tonight.
Hallelujah.
Now everybody get some soup, and then ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce our final, this isn't even an act or a performance, this is just a good friend of the church's.
My great miracle.
And I know he has a lot to say to close out our show. But before we do that, let's give a round of applause to all the performers who were here and all the people who spoke and sang and preached and gave us a good feeling.
Thank you. That's a little later.
Yes. You're right, you're right. Have we heard anything about our parishioner, Mr. D'Amico? Do we know anything about Mr. D'Amico? He's not here tonight, second week in a row. Nobody knows? Okay. Then if you will, ladies and gentlemen, may we please have just 20 seconds. Yes, do you know something?
I do, yes.
What do you know?
He's in Tallahassee.
He's in Tallahassee still.
Yes, he is.
Then, okay.
He is free, but he's in Tallahassee.
He's in Tallahassee. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to have 20 seconds of silence. A very brief, complete silence for our parishioner and our church member, Reverend D'Amico. Could I do that? Nobody talk, please, for just 20 seconds. Shh. Got it? Shh. 20 seconds. Here we go. Thank you. Let's wish him well and hope that he comes back soon to the Tabernacle. Thank you. Beautiful. The soup, everything. Starfish coming together. This has been a great April 1st, and to conclude our show, I would like to bring up maybe, please stop talking. Don't be the crying baby at the war show, because I'll kick your face in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage George O'Brien with our final thoughts for the evening.
I don't know how many of you here were last week to see me lose my mind, and with the news of my brother's abduction, I just got home a few months earlier, and we hadn't even had time to spend any quality brotherly time together. You have to understand, this guy is my foundation. When I was a child, the starfish story was something that he taught me, and I don't want to start crying, but it just meant so much. The way, Ashley, you delivered it tonight, you did the heartbeat synchronization in such a way that I know Father O'Brien right now is feeling it and loving and knowing that people are thinking about him. And I had a dream about him the other night, and for some reason I'm thinking perhaps the real prisoner here might be Black Mantis buggy face guy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder who the victim is here and who's the abductee and what's really happening. I unfortunately have a job that I normally don't speak about, and I have to go. I'm going to be leaving by Thursday, and I'm going to Syria. So I'm really hoping things work out with my brother. I'm telling you, when I saw that box, the first thing I thought was head. Head, human head. I'm telling you, hey man, when you do the kind of shit I do, and you see a box that size, anyway. But I want to sing a song. Before I do this, just in case, this is something for Ashley.
Something else?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm in my garb in case the helicopter shows up, but this is a tracking gun. It has a honey nectar. Well, I can't tell you what's actually in it. If anything happens and the Mantis fella shows up, I'm going to try to get his attention, and if you can put this to his neck and pump this trigger one time, it will make his entire circulation system into one big antenna, and we can maybe track him back. Keep that under wraps. And the code word is, now, Ashley! Okay. Hopefully, Flying Squirrel Face will not show tonight. I would like to sing my brother's favorite song that he wrote, Toilet Paper of Love. I know it's touching. Something about my brother that a lot of people don't know is that he is the only reverend in the world, or pastor, or father, or holy man, or shaman that uses the word cunt freely. He uses the word fuck freely because he thinks it breaks down boundaries. It causes people to think beyond words. It causes people to think about actions, and it causes people to think about what really matters, and has nothing, like James said earlier about language being a virus. That's all it is. And we can easily get thrown off track by words, rather than looking beyond the words to see what's really causing the pain. Perhaps in someone's eyes it's looking dead into your heart, calling you a piece of shit motherfucker. And we get offended, and that's where the monsters are born. Sometimes you have to look past the piece of shit motherfucker and the cunts and the assholes to see what is bothering your brother, sister, your flying squirrel that's trying to gnaw your face off. It could be a snail, it could be a cockroach. Since last week, I've thought about a lot of things. I mean, that fucker played that recorder, and that shit hurt me like I've never been hurt before. And I thought, you know, that pain that went into my body was probably pain channeled from that soul. I don't want to wish Mantis any bad or any death or anything like that. Last week I wanted to kill him or her. I don't even know what sex Mantis is, but now I just want my brother back. And now the Conga's back.
Yeah, that's a good
So-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conga's back, and some people don't know what happened. Some people don't understand that Conga and my brother are inseparable, and they were abducted together because Conga would not leave his side. So anyway, I'd like to sing Toilet Paper of Love, and hopefully one day when my brother sings it, he's going to actually pass around lyrics so everyone can sing it, and he's actually a pretty good organ player if you can get him to bring a keyboard. You should talk to him about it. You ready? Can I get an A woman? Can I get an A man? Can I get an A transgender? Can I get an insect? A mammal? A bird? A fish? An oddity? A cryptozoological membrane?
What he said.
Starfish.
Yeah.
A starfish?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
I'm not as good of a singer as my brother. Sometimes in life we forget to wipe our butts. Sometimes in life we forget to wipe our butts. And so we gotta turn to Jesus, 'cause he's got that toilet paper love. We gotta turn to Jesus so he can help us grab the tub and watch out for that evil serpent that lives in the apple tree. Why's that? 'Cause he has done many fucked up things to Adam and to Eve. Sometimes in life we forget to wipe our butts. Sometimes in life we forget to wipe our butts. And so we gotta turn to Jesus, 'cause he's got that toilet paper of love. We gotta turn to Jesus and turn to love. Many blessings to everybody. Many blessings in it.
What the fuck is
I did
going on
not
now?
think.
Where's the
I did not think.
What have you done?
Sound off the false alarm.
You asshole.
Where's the bride?
Mantis, we don't want any trouble. I've had a lot of thoughts since last week.
Mantis.
I will make my own
rush
colors
the
of wood
Mantis.
and of ivory and reap the rewards of proximity. I'll assemble my equal from what I lack and require, and gather what's left for my company. You want to see your brother?
I want to see my brother more
You
than
want
anything.
so badly to see your brother.
I would die for my brother,
I will
Mantis.
take you to your brother.
Don't lie to me,
I'm not.
Mantis.
I haven't. Have I lied once my entire time here?
Actually, no.
Yeah.
That's a real question.
You haven't.
I haven't, Pizza. Do you trust me to bring you to your brother?
I don't know if I trust you, but I need to believe you.
Oh, but you have no other choice, do you? No, you don't have a choice. Now, this won't hurt you. This will just bring you into my domain temporarily. and then I will lead you to him. Do you consent?
I do consent, but I have to leave by Thursday.
You won't be needing this.
There's something I have to tell you. Just so you know.
I don't care.
In the face.
Now, Ashley.
No.
Hey,
No. Then come. No, I want to see the toy. Come.
You know what? He's really good. If I was gay, I'd eat Skittles out of his asshole.
And those were his last words. Come.
He's not as bad as you think he is.
You guys are gonna let him take this guy,
That's
George?
a magic flute.
It's not a magic flute.
Wow.
Are you guys fucking nuts? Are you all hypnotized? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Did you love it?
Hey, by the way, Conga escaped. You may want to take her back too.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
No.
Are you all insane? Do you know where you are? Do you know what's happening now? This is a real thing that is happening. It is happening in your brain. We are not here at 1982. This is something that is going on in your mind. Don't you understand?
It's the shroom.
It is the shrooms. Why did you do it? You are all one mind of one person who ate mushrooms. Don't you understand what's happening? Don't you see that I'm getting taken? Don't you understand? Don't you understand?
It feels good. Oh, you spilled your beer. Now that's alcohol abuse. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Come now.
Okay.
To oblivion.
What the hell are you doing?
Me next.
Tom Miller. Tom Miller. News for you.
Fucking independent Florida alligator. Yeah!
We knew it!
Fucking independent Florida.
You've lost.
Agitator.
Come now. Come. Okay. Up with you. Okay.
Okay. What are you doing? Oh wow, that smells funky. Is that fecal matter? Oh, that's so gross.
Lamps too.
I don't think I'll have a job come Thursday. I'm bleeding out of my ass again.
You're next.
Will you just leave him alone?
What is that?
No.
Just Billy feet.
It's okay, Tom, we don't have a show for another couple months.
evening.
He went that way.
Give him some out now, Phil.
Try to pull off. What was the lamp stick? Fuck down here.
Can I get some assistance, please? Maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of like 100 pounds. I can't really do this. I'm wearing a vest. It's cold.
Why do I want Skittles all of a sudden?
Neither do I.
God, I'm craving Skittles.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on? Did I? Oh shit, did I faint?
So, I was your host, Tom Miller.
Does he really have these powers? That's great.
I don't know if he's coming back.
Yeah, the same thing might happen to any one of us.
Not,
I think we can take care of the show meanwhile.
I think that might be the show. I don't think there were any more acts after that.
Wait.
I mean, do you want to try and go get Tom after he got kicked in the face?
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
I'm part of the Civilian Security Emergency Containment Task Force. That bullshit hat that I always wear that's black that says CSEC, that's what it stands for.
Is she saying what's true and you're just gonna mull it over? If you're a deacon, why the fuck aren't you going after him?
It takes time and planning, sir.
Oh boy, someone else has ears.
We're afraid.
I see.
We're pussies.
Wait for it. Well, I'd like to see you guys next Monday for this Tabernacle paganism.
Don't clap, don't applaud that, that's bullshit.
Just trying to be supportive.
Ashley made more sense than that. Sell out.
Yeah.
Where's Miller? Where's Tom Miller?
Don't clap that.
They forward,
Well, thank you so